All right, hey y'all, welcome back. It's John, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a review of the Hotec U05 wireless headset, and I'm going to use it as a lapel mic. Now, I'll go ahead and be honest with you about a couple things. Number one, I've already opened it because I wanted to check everything, make sure I knew how to use it before I did this video. I'm going to show you how it works, and I'm also going to give you some samples. I'm starting off just using my phone with the microphone on the phone. I'll give you an example of what it sounds like with the current lapel mic I have on my computer plugged in, and then I'll show you what the Hotec sounds like. And try to give you a sense of the range you can actually get out of this thing. All right, so still working from the camera microphone here, but this is the box it comes in. It's pretty nice, technical specifications on the back, and I'm gonna see if I can do this. It comes with, please contact us if you have any problems. Don't just leave a negative review card. Handy, I would like to say, as you'll hear towards the end there, their technical support is a little slow to respond via email, but absolutely outstanding. It comes with a pretty good little user's manual, so at least they don't send you straight to a website, but shows you all the different ways to connect it. For example, all right, so that's pretty good. And then in here, you actually get a lot of different things. So we'll start off with the big stuff here. This is the actual transmitter, the piece that goes on your belt. There's a small little, right there, little on-off button. Screen lights up. You see the battery. This is the frequency it's broadcasting at. One really nice thing about this, it is a UHF system. So you've got a bunch of different channels, and then the buttons here actually control the volume input. Now, as you'll hear, for me to make this work, I have to have it on level 20 just to be heard. This is the receiver. Big plug, I think that's a 1/4 inch plug. And similarly, if you can see that, there's a little button right there. You turn it on, and that middle one flashes a little bit. That says it's connected, and you can actually go through a process to resync these two things together. It's super, super simple and takes just a few seconds. They sent a lot of different adapters for this as well, but flexible antenna, that's really nice as well. There's lavalier mic. It's got okay length on it. It'll go up your shirt. That's about it. Also comes with a headset. I didn't want this. I'll probably throw it out because I don't need it. But it came with it. And this whole thing cost right at $39. All right? It's a really, really, potentially a very, very good deal as long as you're not doing professional level recording. For me, I just want to be able to have somebody hold the camera while I, say, walk around a car or talk out on a sidewalk, something like that. This channel is about saving and investing and building for the future, of living a life of abundance, and I don't need to do a lot of stuff at a big distance. But this USB and these two plugs together, these do not have replaceable batteries, either one, the receiver or the transmitter. They're both rechargeable, so there's actually a little plug, there it is. And so you literally just plug these things into your computer and they'll charge up really, really simply. Now, the other thing I like about it is they give you a bunch of different adapters. And what I love is they label them. So one side has that, but then the other side will say phone. Now, this is obviously for like an Android. Over here, got another one. Camera, and then that's the part that plugs into the receiver. There you go. Now, for use with a iPhone 7 or newer, one that has a lightning plug, it doesn't come with, you have to buy an adapter. That's what I got right here. So literally you would just take this and then plug it in to your phone. So you end up with this really long cord, but what's nice is they do give you this. Actually can be used as a phone mount to hold this. Also works with cameras. And they send you, for some silly reason, a little tiny tripod. But it's these adapters that make all the difference in the world and prevent you from having to go back to you know, Amazon or somewhere like that and try to find the adapter you need. So let's hook this thing up to my phone and see how it sounds. Okay, so standing about 5 feet away, just testing this and testing the range. I have no idea how far back that is, but I'm going to start backing up. You're not going to be able to tell when it works or when it doesn't, but I'm going to see this in post-production, how far the range is. This is supposed to be something like 100 meters, so it should be more than our entire backyard, but I'm going to just keep talking and see what you could have warned me, what kind of range we get. There we go. Thanks for the direction. I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. All the way back here. Hopefully this works. Very seldom will you need to do anything this far away. No snakes, but here we are. All right, so back here at Command Central, I just wanted to give you 3 quick comparisons. This audio is through my USB microphone, just to give you a baseline of what sound quality might sound like. All right, so for option 2 here, this is actually my lapel mic plugged directly into my computer, a hardwired mic. Just to give you a sense of this sound quality, this is how I do almost all of my videos. All right, and then finally, this is the Hotec lapel mic. Here's the transmitter in my hand. Just giving you a sense of the sound quality from this as well. One comparison I'll say here is the adapter I use for the mic. It's a TRRS, I believe. The adapter to the mic port, it's not very long, which is good if you're connecting it to like a phone or something else. You don't want a ton of cord, but it just kind of hangs awkwardly off the back of the computer. So I'm wondering if maybe I'm going to get some interference, even though it's only 3 feet away maybe. All right, so my final thoughts on the Hotec. You know what, it's okay. I guess that's the best I can say. You know, you can spend hundreds of dollars on quality wireless mics. So depending on your needs, this might be the deal of the year, but maybe not. The good thing is it's got good range. I love the rechargeable batteries. The fact that it's UHF, you can change the frequencies. It gives you a lot of flexibility. And the price is almost unbeatable at, again, about that $40 range, let's say. I love the addition of all the adapters. And for me, what I plan on using it for is short range outside when I sometimes need someone else to hold the camera for me because I want to be back a little bit further doing something. Another thing that's really cool is how you connect it to your phone. I kind of touched on this earlier, but you get this bracket right here, this connector in between. That connector allows you to also put it in the port, the top of a camera, for example. But then it also comes with this bracket, if you can see that, that's extendable. So you take your phone and literally it just clamps around it like that. So you take the receiver, clip it in, got the correct adapter, and then I got this lightning adapter to a TRRS. This one, by the way, the one I showed earlier, which I suddenly can't lay my hands on, there it is. Used these before, all right? Adapter for TRRS and into a lightning port. Got this is supposed to be Apple certified, right? But I had so much trouble connecting this thing to my phone, I actually went to Apple and bought one of these. It's about, I don't know, $7, something like that, a little more than I wanted to spend. But as soon as I got an Apple one, it immediately worked as soon as I plugged it into the phone. So there you go. There's your remote camera equipment. It looks like that. And then you can just have somebody follow you around with it. So it's really super cool, actually. My big problems are a couple of different things. I touched on technical support before. Contact them via email, super friendly. Hotec says they're an American company, but for some reason they seem to respond in the middle of the night, and it does often take about 24 hours to get a response. If they're obviously on duty, you can get responses really quickly, but it tends to be like late at night, things like that. When I got this, it would not work. It would not work in my computer. It would not work in my phone. Now, part of that was the lightning adapter. I got that figured out. The other part was the lapel mic was bad. I literally had to hold it to my mouth like this for any sound at all, much less down here on my shirt. I got another lapel mic from Hotec, and if I didn't mention it before, this actually screws on, so it gets a very firm connection, so that's why I stuck with one of theirs. This second one works much, much better. I've continued to have issues because I've got the volume all the way up to 20, and you heard the sound quality right there. This is a much richer, this is like a $12 mic, guys. This is a much richer sound and a much louder sound. This is entirely adequate. So if I'm doing videos and doing it exclusively with the wireless mic, I would have to boost up probably 200%, 300% to get the volume at an adequate level, similar to what this mic actually does. I've talked to Hotec repeatedly about this. They've been very, very good to work with. Don't get me wrong. And they asked for samples, but what they haven't done is actually offer to replace it or said that this one is not coming through at the right volume. They questioned whether there was something wrong with it, whether the volume was not adequate, but they've stopped short of actually replacing it. Still, I think, because I know I can go in and boost the volume up in production, I can continue to use this because the flexibility, the ease of use, the price is right, the tonal quality is acceptable. I think you can hear that, the difference between the camera USB mic, this mic, and then the Hotec. It's a little tinnier, there's not a lot of low end in it, but it's entirely adequate for what I want to be doing. I'm not going to be filming commercials, right? So would I buy it again? Absolutely. I actually think another one might be better. The reviews have all been fantastic on this thing, and I've watched multiple other videos of people who used this system, and it sounds a little bit better than what I've got. So I think maybe I've just got one that for some reason the volume's really low. For $40, it's absolutely worth it, unless you want to step up to one of the ones that's, $100, $200, something like that. Then you know you're going to get just a lot better sound quality out of it. But in terms of the range and ease of setup and being able to use it on multiple different devices with all of the different connectors that come with it, I'm going to give it a thumbs up, but it's a qualified thumbs up. I hope this helps, guys. If you have any questions, let me know below, but I appreciate you being here.